Hello and welcome to Dummies and Dragons. We're taking a break from our usual scheduled programming to try something new and a little bit different. We'll be taking a break from last season's storyline to give our hard-working Rob a much-needed break. But don't worry, we'll be back with your favourite adventuring trio of obnoxious dwarf, stalwart paladin and diseased elf before you know it. I'm your Dungeon Master Matt McKeown, and welcome to the Nightmare at Halloween Harbour. So, this evening's session is going to be a little different. Instead of the normal Dungeons and Dragons, we are going to be playing something called Rises the Anything RPG, because Dungeons and Dragons has a lot of rules and I am dumb.
Yes,
Basically, with Rises we can... Yeah, thanks. Basically, with Rises we can make whatever we want, do whatever we want, and it's kind of easier for me to come up with shit to throw at those two. So, basically, the story for this evening is you two have received news that your great-uncle, Sir Henry Waltmuth, has gone missing, presumed dead.
Not uncle.
Yep, your great-uncle. He has gone missing in his small town of Halloween Harbour, and you two are currently in the lawyer's office, basically being informed of the news that he's gone missing. So if you two would like to go ahead and introduce your characters. Rob, if you'd like to do the honours.
Okie dokie.
The characters we were presented with literally
Yes.
5 minutes ago, okay?
Yeah, we had no choice in this.
Me first, or you, Rob?
Yeah.
Me?
You.
Okay. Well, my name's Philip. Tonight, I will be playing as...
Tonight,
Hi, Matthew.
literally tonight, Matthew.
Tonight, Matthew, I will be playing as Jonathan Waltmoth. I'm imagining they're American here, based on the information I have in front of me.
Kind of feel
I will be Jonathan Waltmoth. I'm 28 years old, and I look a bit like Nathan Drake, but down on his luck, because I'm an alcoholic. So I
Oh, I love that.
So I am the brother to Janet, and I am a total jock, which means I am a complete and utter douchebag.
Sound like Keanu Reeves.
If anyone wants to hire me
Whoa.
for The Matrix 4, if anyone decides to make that, I'm totally there.
Oh god.
Bill and Ted 3.
Now, I used to be an
Alright.
adventurer like my great uncle, but after one failed expedition after another, the backers all, took their funding away. So now I'm out of work, and I drink a lot because, well, it soothes the pain.
Well, I think it's...
No.
Oh god.
The money can go to me.
There's still more. There's still more.
The money goes to me if Uncle dies, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that money so I can pay off my loans to some
Are
pretty...
you drunk right now?
Some pretty shady bastards out there who want my blood.
Now, don't read off the rest of it.
Yeah, that's all good.
I'll explain those in a minute. Rob, if you want to take your turn.
I am Janet Waltmuth, younger sister to Jonathan Waltmuth. I am currently on a scholarship to archaeology at Harvard University, when I was first contacted that my great-uncle had disappeared into the depths of Halloween Harbour. My career has not been going particularly well, I will admit, and I'm hoping that seeing Uncle and teaming up with my slightly sozzled older brother will desperately help me advance my career. There's nothing else to me.
Okay.
Apparently I look a bit like Velma from Scooby-Doo, but I'm kind of thinking Rachel Weisz from the first Mummy film starring Brendan Fraser. So kind of get that image in your head. They're both very hot.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you roll with it. I've got a control here. So I was explaining to Phil before we started. What you'll have is with Rises, you have things called cliches, and cliches are basically modifiers to your roles. So if you're going to do something and it might be a bit difficult and you want a bit of a boost, just tell them you're going to use a cliche and that'll help you. Really, nothing too difficult, simple. And you've also, instead of HP, I've come up with a mechanic called Sanity. So throughout the campaign, there's going to be, obviously it's Lovecraftian inspired, so there's going to be lots of scary, spooky shit.
Anti-Semitism as well.
Not as much as you would think, but less than you talk. So the lower your sanity gets, the harder it's going to be for you to do things. The way I have it set up is, if you both have 20 sanity to start off with, but if it drops below 10, I'll start rolling sanity checks. So if you want to do something and your sanity is too low, you basically freak out and don't do what you want to do.
Okie dokie.
Simple enough?
Right.
Okay, and if your sanity gets to 0, not only are you out of the game, your character then becomes a threat. And I take control.
So essentially, Volgus is going to have control of our characters, which means everyone's going to die.
Well, what happens from the narrative perspective is your character just freaks the fuck out,
Yep.
goes insane, and starts going on a rampage.
I would preemptively like to just kill my brother Jonathan.
Take out the threat now.
Right in
before
front
it's
of the
too
lawyer.
late.
And then ask him to defend me.
He came at me first, this was self-defense.
It was preemptive self-defense.
Okay,
Alright,
well, now
let's
that we've got
go.
that out of the way, let's get the story started. We open in a dimly lit office of the family lawyer Albert Penworth. He's a practicing family lawyer of the estates. His office is small, basically cramped and dark, and there's a collection of plaques and certificates surrounding the wall, and they've all got basically his qualifications, and they say that he's a practicing lawyer. There's a faint kind of smell of cigar smoke in the air, and a strange odour that you can't quite place.
Bet it's someone dead.
Albert himself,
It's
probably. Albert himself is sitting behind a large oak desk, and it's dimly lit by an old oil lamp, so it's noir as fuck.
Ooh.
He adjusts his half-moon spectacles and speaks to you as you're sitting around his desk. Thank you for joining me this evening. I wish it were under better circumstances. If there's one thing I've learnt in all my years as an handler of estates, is that it's never a pleasant occasion to inform someone of the kind of news. There's always tears and threats, but I'm simply a messenger doing his duty.
I like the fact that the lawyer is actually John Lennon.
It's all my years of delivering duties.
The submarine. I was in the Beatles, Were you particularly close to Sir Waltmuth before he passed or went missing?
Yeah, not particularly. He gave me many books for my birthday, but other than that, I didn't really keep in contact.
Well, I followed in his footsteps. He was my inspiration, man. And if anyone's getting that money when he dies, if he dies, then it's gonna be me.
It will be shared equally between the two of us, or, as his will dictates, to other parties.
I'll let you two sort that out when you're ready. I myself never known a man, but for whatever reason he chose me in my practice as the one to pass on this rather unusual request. Still, he was the owner of a rather vast estate.
What is it?
So am I to complain about the whims of an eccentric
Vast?
millionaire? Yeah, it's loaded. Albert reaches into the drawer in front of you and pulls out a sealed letter with a red wax sigil of the Waltmuth estate on it. If you're curious, it's 2 sea lions over a lantern.
2 sea lions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, we're a shit
Over a
house.
lantern.
You could not have picked a more random animal to use for that.
No, I could not. The letter itself is covered in dust. Your sea lions are awesome, fuck off.
Oh, they're good animals. It's just really they're rather underrepresented in
In the crest
yeah
industry.
We're lions.
bringing them back now. We're bringing them back.
They were never a thing.
There was either sea lions or dugongs, and I went, well, sea lions sounds funnier. So that's what I came up with it. Anyway, the letter's covered in dust, and it looks like it's been lying on that desk for longer than it should have. Albert passes it over with a very solemn look in his face. What do you
I'll
do?
take that, because my brother will probably try and smoke it.
Yeah,
Are you opening the letter?
that's what I was thinking about.
Of course you were. We'll check you back into the clinic soon. Those leeches haven't done their work yet.
God, are you reading the letter?
Yes, please.
You open a letter and it's got, again, the family sigil at the top of it, and the letter reads from your uncle, and it says, "Greetings and salutations to my favourite niece and nephew, Brian Brissett. Sadly, I wish I could say that to you in person, but recent events have made my life rather complicated. As you know,
He sent us a letter in person.
I wish I could say it to you in person."
Oh, not send it to us in person.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah!
The voice isn't that bad.
It's not that good either.
Fuck off.
Keep going.
I'm acting. As you know, I've spent my life exploring the world and looking for ancient antiquities of lost civilizations and forgotten tribes. From the pyramids of Giza to the tops of Machu Picchu, I've explored them all. It's allowed me to live quite the life, I'll have you know, and I've amassed quite a large fortune for my adventures. Sadly, time caught up with me, and I can't get around as well as I used to. It's gonna go all over the place this way, isn't it?
None of them to Brian Blessed.
I can't do Brian Blessed, okay? I'm trying.
Admirably, you're trying.
I was about to hang up my explorer's hat for good last year, but as luck would have it, there was one final adventure left for me, and would you believe it, it was right on my own front door, beneath my mansion, atop the cliffs in Halloween Harbour. Now, my trusted assistant Godfrey and I managed to amp most of these tunnels apart from one, and now this is where things start to get strange. It's very dramatic for a letter, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm being emotive. Shut up and read the fucking lines. The one tunnel we couldn't map was blocked, and not by a cave-in, but a large stone door, which would be impossible as these caves are millions of years old, carved by the glaciers of prehistory. I love that word, prehistory. Yet here this door stands, covered in strange markings. I still see it at night in my dreams, like they were etched into my mind. Dramatic pauses in a letter.
It actually says that.
Was
just in brackets. Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause. Yeah.
Our uncle always was theatrical.
Exit stage left. We were stuck by these doors for weeks, but after using some local resources, aka dynamite, we managed to make them budge a couple of inches. Just big enough for me to reach my hand in. Oh, fucking salivating here.
And find some meat.
So, feeling brave, I shoved my hand inside. But for a moment, I couldn't really find anything. But as I was bringing it back out, I managed to catch this tiny, strange object that still unnerves me. It's a small statue to what I can only presume is some ancient deity, part fish, part man, covered in ruins. I still can't seem to decipher any of those, and I think the stains of what used to be blood on it. It gives me nightmares when I'm around it. I swear I can hear a faint humming from it. I need to find out where it came from, why it's here, and what's going on in those caves. Though I think I'm being watched. Ever since I got that damn statue out of the caves, I swear I'm being followed. Some shadowy figures stand outside my window at night, just watching me. I fear my life may be in danger. So if this letter reaches you, then the worst has happened. They've taken me. I trust no one else but you two, Jonathan and Janet, and also Godfrey.
Janet and John.
Good old Janet and John.
Janet and John.
If you're reading this, you must come to Halloween Harbour immediately and help me save this town before it's too late. The statue has been left with Godfrey. The pen mark on the letter kind of trails off, like whoever's written it was suddenly grabbed. As at this point, Albert pipes up from the quiet room. Received a letter a few days ago, and a strange garbled phone call from what I presume was your uncle's assistant. He kept rambling along about something they know, and Atath is awoken. This strange fellow. We provided a card outside that'll take you straight to Halloween Harbour. You may leave when you're ready. Your uncle also provided a bit of a stipend that'll cover any supplies you feel you need in your... It does your quotes, quest.
Wait, is he coming with us, or...?
No, he's the lawyer. He's staying there. Unfortunately, I've got a bad back.
And also,
At this point, boys,
I don't want to carry on doing this accent for the rest of the game. So,
yeah, York's is quite a hard one for a Scotsman. So this is a point, guys, where you can load up your inventory with whatever you like, within reason.
wicked. I'm gonna steal the guy. I'm gonna steal the lawyer's money. He's probably got a lot of money. I'm just gonna take his. I'm just gonna grab him by his lapels and say, "Give me all your money, old man."
Jonathan,
Okay.
for the last time, stop assaulting people.
I'm gonna say that's 15, so I'm gonna roll for that. Not even close. You go to grab him, and instead of grabbing him, you trip over the desk. It's a very large desk, and you're now lying sprawled on the floor. Albert looks down at you. Is he drunk or something?
I believe so.
Oh, bloody hell. I'll get Nigel in here to handle him if he starts any more of his shit. Now, what will you be having? What are you taking with you? What you guys going to add to your inventory?
What does he have? Like what?
It's anything you like. It's your uncle's.
Okay.
He
I
left
like-
some money for you to buy
So we
things.
can get
500 good men.
500. No. Within reason.
Do we get weapons? Can we get weapons and stuff from him?
Yeah, you can get weapons, you can get supplies, you can get
Okay.
things like torches or guns or whatever.
I want to get a flashlight, some rope, and then I want to have some really kinky sex. No, and then
Handcuffs.
handcuffs. Yep, no. And then
Ball gag.
actually handcuffs would be quite good. I'll get some handcuffs. Those could be useful.
Handcuffs. Okay,
and-
add those to your inventory.
Hang on, I need to actually update this as I'm going. Rope. This really does sound like a rapist shopping list, doesn't it?
I'm so glad I'm your sister right now. The one safe woman on earth.
My, that's a lot of rope.
That's too much rope.
Rope, handcuffs, lube. No.
You're a rapist.
Rope, handcuffs. What did I say again? Flashlights.
Yeah, flashlight, rope, handcuffs.
That's flashlight, not fleshlight, guys. Come on.
Flashlight.
It's just go jacking off in the car.
What was? Oh yeah.
I'm putting down flashlight / flashlight.
I
so.
want a gun of some description. I'm gonna have a handgun, like a 9mm.
Okay, handgun, 9mm.
And I'll also have a.
I'll say you can have one gun and one melee weapon.
Oh, okay.
Each.
In that case,
Yeah, each
I
to make
will
things
take
easier.
Can I bring a cattle prod?
You can, yeah, you can have a cattle prod. That'll be your melee weapon though.
Yeah,
so.
that's my melee weapon.
So you're still wanting the handgun, yeah?
I'm trying to think of like other random things that would be of. Is there a limit on like other stuff we can just have, like just random?
Stop giving him things.
Like first aid. Can I bring a first aid kit? I feel like that would be obvious.
Yeah, you can.
First aid kit, and the other thing as well. My character's obviously a drunk, so he needs alcohol. So I'm gonna bring like a what's the word? A hip flask. And I'm gonna fill it up.
Flask.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fill it up with. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna go and fill it up with the lawyers, like whatever the lawyers like booze is. Because you know how like
it would be
everyone successful always just has
cognac or whiskey. Yeah.
yeah they always have like in their drawers or whatever, or in their cupboard, like just a bottle of really expensive whiskey. So I'm just gonna I'm not even asking. I'm just gonna walk round the desk, open up the cupboard, pull out the whiskey, pour it in my hip flask, and then just go and put it back.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Then just finish the
kinda-
bottle.
Albert looks at you going, well, if you like a glass of, it's quite expensive.
Hip flask of whiskey. Okay, so I've got altogether
Expensive.
rope, handcuffs, flashlight, 9mm handgun, cattle prod, first aid kit, and a hip flask of whiskey. So I've got 7 items.
Yep. Rob, what are you having?
I will take a trench gun, which is a type of shotgun. Let's see. What type of what melee weapon will I use? Some sort of knife.
I'm surprised he's going for like shotguns and pistols. I would have put like machine guns or something.
Well,
But no, that's fine.
a 9mm is better for doing like precision shots from distance. A shotgun would be really bad over range. That's only good close up. And a 9mm and a machine gun they're very hard to aim long distance. Making one shot, you have to fire lots of shots, so you'll make a ton of noise if you use it for anyone.
True.
So 9mm that's why I went with a 9mm.
I'll go for a trench gun, so if anything gets close to me, I'll shoot in the face. I've had to deal with academics before. I know how the handsy they can be.
Yeah, librarians, you don't want to mess with them. They know how their way, or they know their way around their shotgun.
Yeah, I think I'll have some rope. I'll need my personal supply because I'm pretty sure he will sell it for booze. A med kit probably strikes me as useful as well. What else? Would you be able to have any books on the local history of the area at all?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yes, just a few tomes at the local area. What else? A gas light, a gas lamp, portable one, please. What else would I fancy? I'm going to say 30 rounds of ammunition, because, Jonathan, my dear boy, you did not bring any bullets.
I kind of assumed. I assumed they came with the gun. Okay, I'll add ammo to my list. I've just thought.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about ammo. I'm calling it as you have unlimited ammo.
I just thought of something really funny. Could I just change one of my things slightly? Instead of just having a normal flashlight, can mine be a wind-up flashlight? So when the batteries run out, I just have to, in the middle of the darkness, just go. Have you ever heard of wind-up flashlight before? The noise.
What time period is this that allows you to have wind-up?
We're in modern time.
I don't know why, but for some reason, and when you said wind-up, my brain went to that kind of like Jack in the Box. So that all you hear in the darkness is and light.
That's the question. Is this modern times?
Yes.
Or am I bringing a gas lamp just because I'm a fucking hipster?
You know, it's like modern. It's now.
All right. Get rid of the gas lamp. I'm having a flashlight.
No. You made your decision, you fucking hipster. You're having your gas lamp.
Okay, I'm going to steam.
God has spoken.
Oh, damn it! I would have brought like an automatic, like semi-automatic military rifle. Let's see.
See, the funny thing is, if you hadn't said that, I would have let you change it to a flashlight. But
fuck's sake!
I'm just gonna be vindictive.
You and your shitty
we
accent.
actually did discuss this, but when before we started, when you weren't here, I was is this modern times? And then he went yes, and then we just assumed you would know.
Right, couple of charges of C4 then, please.
Okay, C4.
What else would I like? Christ, let's go to GPS system.
I'm gonna say you've got 3 pieces of C4.
3? Nah, give me 5.
5.
Go on.
No, I'm giving you 3.
Okay. Right. Yeah, GPS system. And let's see.
When you say that, are you talking about like a car? If you just bought a sat nav with you.
Yeah.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Something that can help us find us. Actually, give me a paper map of the area as well.
Okay.
What? I'm being practical here, you drunk. Let's see, what else would Janet need? Also, I'll have some handcuffs just in case Jonathan gets a bit handsy with the locals. Okay, all ready to go.
You ready to go? Both of you good?
Yeah.
Sorted?
Yeah, I got my 7 things in my inventory, so.
Okay, it's at this point that Albert stands up and starts ushering you out of his office. Alright, damned money, you've taken up most of my day, now please fuck off. You go outside and there is a large black sedan waiting for you outside. The door opens and you both climb inside, and inside it is like plush leather seats, there's like a mini bar, there's a small television, and the driver, basically your uncle's spared no expense when it comes to getting you to here. The driver's a very surly and quiet guy. He only really answers to your questions with like grunts and nods.
Is this so that you didn't have to do another accent?
Yeah.
Clever.
I'm running out of accents. So it was a narrative choice, narrative. So the car takes off, and you're whisked away into the night to Halloween Harbour.
Sorry, the car takes
journey
off. What is that, a plane?
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Lovecraftian horrors don't need roads. The car takes off into the night. The journey is uneventful. It takes, I'm going to say, at least better part of a day to get to the place. You arrive outside Halloween Harbour. You step out of the car, and the car takes off. What do you do?
Watch the car as it flies into the sky. And say, fuck, that's impressive.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Dummies and Dragons. Feel free to give us a like and subscribe, and maybe tell your friends. Until then, we'll see you in the next episode of Dummies and Dragons.